Today is Thursday, July 10th, 2014, and this is the beginning of an interview with Mr. Walter Auxter at his home at 214 South Main Street in Clyde, Ohio. Mr. Auxter is 94 years old, having been born on December 15th, 1919. My name is Julie Miley, Manuscripts Assistant at the Rutherford B. Hayes Presidential Center, and I will be conducting this interview. Okay. Mr. Auxter, could you state for the record what war and branch of service you served?
Infantry, World War II.
Okay. And that's in the United States Army?
United States Army.
Okay. Now, when you entered the military, were you drafted or did you enlist?
Drafted. Was in the first draft after Pearl Harbor.
Really?
There was 250 of us went in together at Camp Perry. There was Greyhound buses came in from all over the state, Kentucky, all day long at Camp Perry.
Really?
There was 250 of us in the first draft at County and Clyde, Fremont.
Wow. So where were you living at the time?
1828 Buckland Avenue.
In Fremont?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, did you have any other siblings or anything that were in the military at the time?
No, I had three sisters.
Three sisters? Okay. Were you still in high school at the time?
No, I worked for the Erie Prairie Grounds at that time.
Okay.
I graduated in 38.
38. Okay. Grab that out. Now, when they drafted you, were you able to... Did they automatically put you in the Army, or did you have a choice of what branch?
Automatically went in they needed the infantry real bad.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you were a doctor or something like that, you were in the infantry.
Okay. Now, where was the first place that you went for your basic training?
Fort Lewis, Washington.
Okay. Do you remember those first few days? Was it sort of a big shock for you? I mean, were you okay with it, or was it...
It was a big change.
Yeah.
But we took it.
Yeah.
We knew it was going to happen.
Okay. Do you recall any of your instructors? Fondly, not so fondly? Was it pretty rough? You got any good stories about that?
Well, there was both kinds of instructors, good and bad.
Yeah. Okay. Did you make any friends through there?
Oh, yes. Some till the last of our lifetime.
Really? Oh, that's great. How long was your basic training?
13 weeks.
13 weeks. Okay. And after your basic training, where did you go?
We did Coast Guard work on the West Coast.
Coast Guard? Really?
Well, we were doing, whatever kind of guard work doing. We walked the highways 101.
Really?
Yeah.
Here in the States?
Yeah, we had to go up and somebody'd leave the lights on. We had to go up and down and turn the lights on and stuff like that.
Really?
And then invite us in for a ham sandwich and a beer and stuff like that. They'd leave the light on on purpose, so we walked the beaches.
You said on the East Coast?
Oh, West Coast.
West Coast,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never heard that from anybody. How long did you do that for?
8 months or so.
Really?
Then we went on maneuvers.
And where'd you do those at?
Texas and what's it there? Louisiana and Texas.
Really?
Down there. Then from there we moved up to Camp Hill, Kansas. Maneuvers there. And we finally worked our way over to Boston and we shipped out.
Okay. Do you remember the day that you guys shipped out?
Yeah.
Do you remember what that kind of felt like?
Yeah, it was something different. We boarded and shipped in Boston.
Okay.
In the afternoon. We took off after dark at night. And the scary thing was we weren't out too long at night. And they broadcasted that our convoy would be changing course every 6 minutes because it took a submarine to sight us in. It took them some 9 minutes to sight us in. So our convoy changed course every 6 minutes.
Every 6 minutes?
Picture of the boat I got.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. So that was kind of scary when they announced that.
Yeah, because you're sort of like a sitting duck. There's nothing you can do.
Well, it was, I think, 250 ships in our convoy going over.
Oh, really?
20-some didn't make it. So.
Because of submarine?
Yeah, whatever.
Oh my gosh. So, how long do you think it took you to get actually over there?
We were supposed to get there in 14 days, and then it was 15 days. We didn't have any rations the last day when
Really?
we disembarked. It was supposed to be in Cherbourg, France,
Mm-hmm.
but we had to dock. They couldn't land in Cherbourg because the Germans run trains. They scuttle ships down in the Cherbourg, so they took us in on barges.
Really?
We got on a temporary sunken ship. It was the dock. We got on that and then on shore.
Wow.
It took us better than a day to get unloaded because they took us in on barges.
Wow.
We were docked way out. We didn't get in.
Wow.
Remember that well.
Do you?
We didn't have any rations that day either.
Did you guys, did you get seasick or anything on the way over?
Yeah, I got so sick I couldn't die.
On all these interviews, he said that was like the worst. It was constant.
Yeah.
Constant sickness.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't.
Yeah, I found an empty bunk right up near the latrine. And then
You stayed there, huh?
Yeah.
Camped out on that one?
they come around and we were supposed to go up and get shots. I said, I don't need a soccer shot. If I don't make it, I don't make it. They give me one anyway.
Aww. So after you got into, you said France?
Yeah.
What was your first mission, or where did you guys go from there?
Well, we had to wait till we got our equipment, and we took off from there, France.
Where did your equipment come from? Just from
I don't know.
unloading it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it came from the supply depot where we
Oh, okay.
met up. And we took off from there.
Okay.
Across France, there's a map of where we went, where we ended up in Austria.
Austria? Okay.
We went across the southern part of France.
Really? Now, what time of year was this? Was the weather, was it winter time? Or was it more?
September when we landed there.
Was it September?
Cherbourg.
Okay.
And then the winter fighting again.
Is it rough?
Real rough.
Yeah.
Snow that deep. It was, well, our Air Corps now, they fly nice, but that time of the war, the Air Corps wasn't too good at flying. They had a lot of bad weather. That hindered the war quite a bit. On nice days, it was good. But the weather had a lot to do with that.
Yeah. Hampered it a lot. So when you guys got over there, what was your assignment or your mission for your particular regiment?
Well, I was in heavy what I called kitchen supplies.
Mm-hmm.
I moved the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
And then when we had all the rations every day for them and supply them with water, gas. And we were busy doing that. And then they took us off and we'd have to haul ammunition. Each company had to get their own ration stuff. I had a nice job. Every day I had to go get rations for the whole for battalion, 5 companies.
Mm-hmm.
and get their water and everything. But then if I couldn't do it, they had a Jeep and a trailer. They had to get their rations and stuff. Because when we had to haul ammunition, we had to do it all the time.
Oh, really?
It was a night and day deal.
Really?
Yeah, when we started the campaign, a lot of times we got extra artillery outfits in, and we had to haul ammunition. Continue, you didn't sleep or nothing.
Really?
Only an hour nap or something in the truck.
It's pretty much go, go, go. Oh.
One of my papers here tells, I think we had, I didn't realize that we had 240 some days on the line.
On the front line?
No, I wasn't overseas quite a year, I guess.
Jeez, Pete. Do you know of any, do you have any specific campaigns that you guys participated in, or any of the battles, or the time period? You said you guys went in like right after the bulge?
No, we were in before.
You were in it. Okay, can you
yeah.
describe that a little?
That was rough, the weather was terrible. Hitler built a good system. The Autobahn, you probably heard of that, it was like our turnpike. People thought it was built for them, but it was built really for Hitler, to move troops. And of course, a lot of our Air Corps knocked out most of those bridges, so we could drive the Autobahn. Then we actually, when a bridge was knocked out, we'd go down and go right down and get up on it later.
Really?
Made it pretty rough going. It was a good highway, but Air Corps really took care of it.
Wow.
But we managed. The weather was terrible.
Did your unit or anything receive a lot of casualties or injuries? Okay. Anything specific that you remember?
Yeah, we had a lot of shrapnel. We had a lot of flat tires on our trucks from shrapnel.
Really?
There's some there. I had a lot on my back. I had one here in my arm.
From shrapnel wounds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Time is taking care of it.
Yeah, right? Okay. Did you guys have any downtime when you were there? Like, what did you guys do if you had? Did they ever take you out of the front line and take you back for a little bit?
Yeah, I got a pass into Brussels. We had a nice time in there. We stayed at a school, had bunk beds. I really enjoyed that. And at the end, we were staying in a camp waiting to know what was going to happen.
Oh, really?
And we hauled troops into Paris. We leave at 5 o'clock one morning, come back at 5 the next.
Yeah.
We hauled troops in there on pass. It got to be pretty tiresome. But there'd come times to get our transportation home. We had to go up through England, and we go home on the Queen Elizabeth.
You came home on the Queen?
Pictures of it in there.
Okay. When you were over there, did you interact with any of the civilians much?
Yeah.
Did you? Okay.
They were all pretty nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, when we had to haul prisoners out after the war was over, we had to haul some of them back to Heidelberg. And that kind of griped us because we figured we had further to go to get home than they did.
True.
And so the younger prisoners, they were pretty ornery.
Were they?
The older ones, they were glad it was over.
Yeah.
Those young guys, they were something different.
Still ready to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had to let them know what we thought of them. It wasn't repeatable.
Ah. Okay. Were you able to receive any letters or write letters back and forth? Did you have any contact with your family while you were over there?
Good letters.
Did you?
Everything was censored, didn't talk.
They censored it, you said?
Oh, yeah. Everything was censored. See, well, I'm still here. The weather's bad.
And that's all you said?
Wasn't much more.
Yeah. Okay. Did you bring back any souvenirs?
Yeah.
What'd you bring back?
Like P-38 pistol.
Did you?
Of course, I don't like that. I mentioned it was.
Yeah.
32 Belgian pistol.
Yeah.
I got a German helmet and.
A German helmet?
Yeah.
Okay.
German gas mask.
Really? Alright.
My granddaughter took me to school one day for sure.
Did she? Sounds like something I would do too.
Somebody can have them. I don't want them.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll keep you in mind because that stuff's interesting to me. Do you remember the day that they said that the war was over?
Yeah, but we didn't believe it.
Really? Why?
Well, we hauled prisoners back, and then those young prisoners, they were isolated in the mountains there in Auxter.
Okay.
They didn't know it was over with. They were completely cut off. And they were shooting. We shot back at them.
Did you really?
Going down to get them now. We were pretty upset. The fact that we had to go get them.
And the war was technically over?
Yeah. In fact, I think the general driver got snapped.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't. We were very unhappy about it at the time. It's supposed to be over with, but we didn't know about it.
Yeah.
We knew about it, but
yeah, but if they were still shooting, obviously you're gonna.
Yeah.
It's either you or them. So.
yeah.
Wow.
I see their point of it. I mean, they were completely cut off.
Yeah, they didn't know.
It's a different story than what we knew what we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't.
So, how long after you guys received word that it was over, how long did you guys stay over there?
Well, not very long because we were scheduled to go to the Pacific.
Okay. Now, why were you scheduled to go to Pacific?
They had us lined up for the Pacific invasion.
Okay.
That's when somebody intervened and we got our 30-day leave.
Okay. And at your 30-day leave, you came home here?
We got our 30-day, we got on the Queen Lizzie. We had to go up through England or Scotland to get the boat.
Okay.
Our whole division was on the boat, plus some wax and waves on the top deck.
Oh, really?
It was, I think they said 19,000.
On one ship?
I'd like to see, in fact, I'd like to see the sister ship of it in California.
Oh, really?
As a luxury liner, it would be something else, but 20,000 of us on the boat. England had plywood on the walls and stuff like that, so it wouldn't get messed up too bad.
Really?
But it was no pleasure trip because there was you eat 2 meals on the way home on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
You get one at 9:30 in the morning, one at 4:30 in the afternoon. 5,000 in a mess. I often wondered, it took a ton of flour at night for bakery bread. I often wondered where they stored all this stuff, plus 20,000 other stuff. I'll show you, there's some pictures.
Wow. Now, did it take you longer to get home than it did to get there?
No, 4.5 days coming home.
Really? What a difference, huh?
Yeah.
Was there just a different feeling on that ship on the way home?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It was the fact that we were thinking we had to go to the Pacific.
So when you were on your 30-day leave, is that when you got word that you guys didn't have to go to the Pacific?
No, we never. Oh, I went back to Arkansas. And we still figured we were going.
Oh, okay. So you went back to Arkansas. Okay.
Yeah, that's where I got discharged from.
Okay. Wow. Do you remember when you got home, or when you were discharged? Did your parents know you were coming?
Yeah.
Did they? Yeah. Okay. How'd you get home? Was it train and hitchhiking? That's what.
Train, no.
Train.
We had camp in New Jersey.
Okay.
And the next day we left on train. We had 3 different engines to go home. We
Really?
started with electric, then they switched it to diesel, then we wound up with steam till we got to Indiana.
Wow. Were you excited to get home?
Yeah.
You were ready?
Yeah, when I landed in New Jersey at the dock, I missed my steak supper. I went and called home. I had to stay in line and wait for a telephone.
Aww.
I didn't get nothing to eat that night.
Is it worth it though?
Oh yeah.
So when you got home, you said you had gotten married on your leave?
30-day leave.
Okay. When you got home, did you have the ability to take advantage of the GI Bill for education or anything like that? Did you take advantage of that?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you do?
I got the funeral business.
So did you have to go to school for that first?
Yeah. I served apprenticeship, then I went to college in Pittsburgh
Okay.
and got my license.
Okay. And that's when did you open this one right here in Clyde?
No, I worked for Mitchell.
For who?
For Mitchell at the funeral home.
Oh.
I worked for him for 15 years. Then I bought it, and he worked for me for 15 years.
Really? Huh.
So I've been here since 1946.
Really? And how long have you been in this house?
Oh, about 38 years, I guess.
Really? Do you have any kids?
3.
3 kids? Okay.
Well, one son, he's in the funeral business.
Is he?
He has, instead of me.
Yeah? Took over for you?
And his daughter.
Oh, really?
My granddaughter is in the business too.
Okay.
The GI Bill was a good thing.
Was it?
Yeah.
Now,
I used 4 years of it, I guess.
that's good. Looking back at your military experience, would you do it again?
I suppose if I had to, yeah.
Okay.
Being young and everything.
Do you think it was a necessary war?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I know you mentioned something about PTSD. Do you have problems with that? Did you suffer from that, you think? The after effects of the war?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Be nice if you could forget those things, but you can't.
Did you ever... You said just talking about it helps, or...
Oh, yeah. Well, when I started going to my reunions, we talk, other guys would get to talk with them. Kind of got over it a little bit.
Okay.
It helped.
Okay. You still keep in contact with anybody from your military? Or at one time?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're
Intended...
getting pretty...
Exactly. So at one time, attended reunions, stuff like that? Okay.
Very interesting. Buddy over at Oak Harbor, we went together. Their wives, or his wife, and ours, we went together.
Really?
It was a great time.
Good.
That kind of opened things up a little. At one time I didn't care to think about it or talk about it.
Okay. Have you ever participated in any of the honor flights or anything like that?
Yeah, I was on our flight.
Really?
I did. That was terrific.
I've heard that's an experience.
Yeah. Yeah, I was on that.
When did you go for that?
Oh, 3-4 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Did one of your, like a relative go with you, or did you have, because don't you have to have a guide with you, or somebody
Yeah,
that...
my granddaughter was.
Did she?
And my brother-in-law and a buddy of mine here in town, Legion, Ralph Roger.
Okay. When you got home, did you join any military organizations, VFW, American Legion?
Yeah, I'm a life member of all of them.
Okay. All right. Do you still suffer from any of the after effects physically? You said you received a couple shrapnel wounds, anything like that?
Yeah, I lost quite a bit of my hearing.
From the artillery and everything?
I got concussions from artillery.
Really? Huh. Okay. So do you have to go to the VA, anything like that?
Yeah, I use it quite a bit.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was there ever a time while you were over there, did you feel like you weren't going to make it home?
Well, you think of that, but you just shouldn't think of it too much, I guess.
Yeah.
If we had a job to do, and we want to get it over with.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure, you think about those things, why wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm. Did you lose any close buddies over there?
Oh, yeah. John Vickery was buried out here, York Free Chapel.
What's his name?
Vickery.
Okay. Okay. Well, did he serve with you, or he was just in the war?
We were together. We went through basic training and everything together.
Really?
In the same squad. You don't forget those things.
Do you remember the day that he was killed?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Do you want to talk about that, or you're not okay with that? Can you kind of describe that?
It was just, well, I was supposed to drop them off at the aid station. Before we got there, we got hit with rockets.
You were driving a Jeep?
No, I had a truck.
Oh, you were driving the truck?
50 guys on the back. Even one of them that didn't make it. I got banged up and I made it.
Wow.
I went up to the aid station, both of those guys were killed. It wasn't a good day.
No. I can't even imagine. When he was killed, then did they send him right back here for burial, or what happened?
Come back when they started that was after the war was over. They had what's called a repatriation day.
Okay.
They could be brought back, or if the family didn't want them brought back, they didn't get them.
So they brought him back.
Yeah, he was shipped back.
And you were able to attend his funeral?
Yeah, we had it from our place here. Wasn't a good day.
No. Okay. Is that kind of the day that you think about the most?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't imagine that. Do you think your time in the service, do you think it affected your life afterwards, or kind of your outlook on things?
Well, we grew up fast.
Yeah.
And when I went to college, I could see the difference between us fellows and the fellows who weren't in, younger fellows.
Really?
And we grew up fast.
Wow. Okay.
We went in as young fellows, 21. Come out at 25, that you learned a lot.
Wow. Okay. Well, anything I didn't cover that you kind of want to talk about that I didn't ask you?
Well, I guess like made a man out of a lot of us.
Yeah.
We grew up fast.
Mm.
I do have pictures of the boat or something.
Yeah, sure. We can look at those.